Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. Quinny Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a little bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. This is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job. Got off the field, blocked the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys are getting along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They did not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Richardson going to move him around. Richardson throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Ball play action. Richardson. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9 17, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do.
Let's
fucking go.
Big strides. Look at him go. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 81 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hard to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, again, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Got him there. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a run down, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Downs going in motion right. On second down, it's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's pretty early in the game, and they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Let's go defense.
Nice play
That's it, baby.
Now brings up 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Seven, our score after one. Second quarter now from Indianapolis for the homestanding Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for the Colts touchdown.
Anything you have to love about Jonathan Taylor is a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things on field by getting into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch him. Now 3rd down.
This drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson being chased down left. An incredible play there. They're still stopped the yard too short. That's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards and running with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will go Henry out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Out from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And then let down the goes. It skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that ball covered, but he still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are key for any team's offensive game plan. And it all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And we take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive and play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And it's complete to Mitchell. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell, 47 yards. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And wisely just take a knee here, and this one will come out to the 30-yard line. Set at the line for this next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Jackson on first down. That's complete. And Zay Flowers with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Jackson. This is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That's crazy, bro.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. this crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try to spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception could result.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green line here. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And they'll bring up second down.
Good defensive call right there, because then someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll go down before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Day is on for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Escaping the pressure right. That's going deep for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Time for break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Good defense.
Second half, ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will get a chance to return this one. It's thrown back in the end zone for a touchback.
It's their house or something. We got a stern talking to him in the locker room, man. We got you, coach. We got you, coach. We got you right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because at the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those going to be looking for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Richardson off the play fake. Let's one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Richardson.
Get on him. Get on him. Let's go, defense. Get on him.
And there to drop him.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know what that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Richardson going on 4th down.
Fuck me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, defense.
The football already being in the red zone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the
Let's fucking go, defense.
50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
Yes, sir.
Now with the short passing game, you should be able
That's how we want to start it.
to be in the average range.
Give me my blockers. Give me my blockers.
Touchdown.
That's exactly how we want to do it.
Derrick Henry. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Exactly how we want to fucking do it.
One after. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Right on that
Flag
ass.
comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point.
Right on that
didn't
ass.
happen, ran into the kicker, the penalty flag had to come out.
Let them know who we be in this bitch.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15
Let them know
yards
who we be
further
in
on the
this
field.
bitch.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought.
Right back out.
It's not been too bad for them, has
Yeah,
it?
the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he and the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run once more with Taylor. And scratch out a yard up to
Let's go, baby. Right back out here. Right back out here.
When you abandon the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Damn.
Take it down, but he does have first down yardage.
I just went for the fucking run.
7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Fuck, let's go.
Still don't believe the momentum certainly been
No,
going
it
the
still ain't
opposite
cost the 50
direction.
yet.
So to me, that's really
It still ain't cost the fucking 50 yet.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon.
Oh,
There
wow.
he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Sermon, 63 yards. And the Colts go on by 2 touchdowns.
I guess guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. There were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might pull out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail like double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back and get the same mindset, the same tempo.
Nothing but great press here.
Let's fucking go.
And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Oh, I should have thrown it to fucking Andrew. My bad.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not
Right, exactly what we want to be, though.
Make sure you give a little more credit to the defense. They give them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. They seem a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
third quarter here in Indy. This is
I got exactly where I want to be. Real quick. Real quick, I love it. Real quick, I love it.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Here's Jackson. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Andrews. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath around here.
You know what it is.
There's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 2, now third down.
You gotta figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try to pound it in with the power. And he'll
Fucking
get
go.
it. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard taking it in.
Let's fucking go. We having fun, baby.
And the Ravens
We
are
having
going
fun,
to
baby.
score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now Tucker to end the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Come on, man.
To be, it's incomplete.
Fuck.
So he couldn't look up. His time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Indianapolis. The fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this
Go
one
defense.
it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're leading back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs are must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's just an ideal one to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep putting 7, 8, 9 yards to carry,
you're going to have a great chance finishing off this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And running's going to get him over the 40-42. It's a 4-yard pickup there to leave some 3rd and 5. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Like that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them. Exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts, and if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go
Yeah, I was going to say, it could be a house call. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. They'll accept that penalty. Of course, move the football off the field.
Damn.
Richardson to throw off play action. They'll run that right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here now, second and 4. They go play action with Richardson. And that'll be incomplete.
That bullshit the fuck out of
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he's got the first down. He's brought down at the 42.
Fucking fuck, bro. Fucking fuck, nigga, come on.
I know exactly what they're saying.
Come on, boy, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That shit keep fucking me up, bro.
5 points of contact necessary.
Fucking control it, bro. This bullshit.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30, down at the 41-yard line.
That's a kick
secondary they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Let's fucking go.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Richardson. Loading the pressure right.
Let's go.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get
Let's go.
here just past the 35.
Let's go.
Overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making a big mistake.
Come on, 1st and 10 here.
Good shit.
Here's Jackson. Taking it by time and one.
They're too easy to
The
lead.
Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down. Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
That's caught. It's flat.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Inside the 10 to the 7.
Good fucking game, man. I was bullshitting with his ass. Good fucking game.
Didn't have the defense there because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executing flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, there's a defensive penalty. There's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL.